I can't remember where we left off, but I know we've got a whole lot of stuff to do. So it looks like we got to get the whole story from Titus. It's easy enough. Ask another about... Who would know about their tattoos? Alright, well, let's start with talking with Everett. That's easy enough. I don't need my flashlight. What's this? So the thing is, like, it keeps saying map, and I have not found a map yet. I wonder where I could probably... Probably Frite? Frite? I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, where we left off, we found out that, despite the Hardy Boys making all the claims that they are the ones who killed the mercenary, whose nickname is Lile, he didn't actually kill him. Do you sell maps?
Is this about the questions again? Because I...
No, I don't care. I just want maps. Like, that looks like they could be maps, but I guess not. It's okay. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, this new update with having it, okay, I can't even hear. Having it help you move around a little bit is definitely helpful. Because I was getting stuck on the geometry when I first started playing this game all the time. Excuse me. Is there a map in here? Can there be a map in here? Since we're on our way to try out against, or talk to Everett, let's try our luck with the door, which means we need a lot of rhetoric. Close, close, close. And so far, there's nothing that really gives it to me. That takes away from rhetoric. Alright, well, I guess I'm wearing everything. Just want to go there. At 30%, let's see what it does. Nope, didn't think so. Okay. I'm sure there's going to be something that's just like, and now you can open the door. You know what? Let's talk to O'Malley? Is that your name?
Oh, hey, mister.
He's
I'm not
Elio.
gonna bother you with a long greeting just like we talked about before.
Elio, who wrote the note to make more bangers? Oh, yes, yes.
And personally, I think the more people keeping the peace, the better.
I'll leave it back. Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes myself. The old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things no more. I almost forgot to about the borscht. What was that about the borscht? Oh, yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very good. It makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Rhinaden's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Yes, yes, I've been taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Who makes it at the whirling? The whirling's cook. Okay, accept the task. The special borscht. The chef who I have no way to communicate to. He can understand me, I cannot understand him. It's a shame. Oh, is it? It's not my favorite person.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you're already sat on that chair.
The golden boy returns once more. Wonderful, simply wonderful, Harry. Of course I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry, and proven yourself a real kingsman who's not afraid to take the tough decisions. I know I can trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table. Judging from how happy he is, it looks like you did it. He doesn't appear to suspect trickery. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you've done it. Did you order the hangman killed? Order it? You know my men didn't kill him. They told you it was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself, and I'm too fat for that. So we did gain from being him dead. Why a war, of course. And what do you have to gain from a war? Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war. They trained military people. Aren't you afraid of your men? Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1, and that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the more it's going to look for them. The worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste. Yeah, everyone hates them except ultra-liberals, maybe, which happens to be me. And how is this connected to the strike? And Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait, is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're going to give them nothing. We're going to take Terminal B from them, the roads, the gates, the containers, the big crane, even the goddamn coffee maker. And we're going to take all of it for the people and fuck Wild Pines. The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often. So that's why you haven't let Joyce in. Yes, it's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her asshole, so she has no chance. Why are you telling me your plans? Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have significant head start. It's already happening. Who killed the hangman? No idea. It could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everett Clare, and couldn't have done it without him. He really doesn't know. A guy, huh? How do you know it's a guy? I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it was anyone from the Union. Maybe it was a mob, or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. The truth is, I simply don't know. Hum-ba-bum. Can I get my gun now? Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had been done. I'm not surprised. Where is it? An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out. That must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy, the one described as terrifying. This gun's still the woman who bought it from Roy. Yeah, it's the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry, selling your gun like that. Wild. Anyway, the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trusted me and the Dubois union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building. Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does. Who is old woman? Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry, but she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs. There it is, the Pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all. I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves Pig. A pig. She's waving it around at people? As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry, no one got hurt. Yay. I already have. Tonight starting at 2200 near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff. She will be there from 2200 till 2 o'clock. How many of you guys are there in the Union? All close to 2400. How are you going to fund your new independent harbor? Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients who will ditch us? Harry, we've thought of everything. Everything? We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. Think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With a renewed zeal sparked from communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have all our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams. That's drugs. Drug trafficking. Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. They are perfectly illegal. 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isla. You don't need to be colonists about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities. Oh, we are 4 hours away from getting my gun back. That's just the tip of the iceberg, though. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, he makes air quotes, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debitor's Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry, and so your sick kid can get his banoffed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off his respirator. Goose! Hi, Goose. Hey. You haven't seen me in a long time. Hi, kitty. Benefed, not Benaft, is children's cold medicine. Do you want up? Is that what you're looking for? Oh, it's gonna be difficult. And usually apricot flavored. And resperazole is used to treat severe psychosis. Hi. Good kitty. And the kids on the street can get speed and Pyroholidon. I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share, and I'd keep the stuff far away from Martinez. Alright, come here. Okay, or not. Just run away. Big girl. Oh, I bumped your head. I gotta move the cords because you're gonna fuck with them. There we go. I now have to play one-handed to keep the cords away from her, so she has a easy way to escape. Hi, Goose. We already read that. He's basically admitting to it. Hi, Goose. Yes, the chords are very interesting. Let's put this well put together plan and far removed from you. Don't bite my headphones, please. Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this murder, okay? Oh, Harry, you're misunderstood. I have no drugs in my hands. It's far removed from me, like the half-remembered dream. I wasn't paying attention to what I clicked. Uh, anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. The hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seemed to be interested in. It would be only a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is just a small part of Martinez. It would still be illegal. Let's look at the big picture, Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music, young mothers who want to start businesses, models who want to walk catwalks, and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm going to unite them into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place to a kingdom come. Everyone's going to be... I need to move my mic. Everyone's going to be in on the wealth, and everyone's going to pull their weight. Honestly, it's not my place of judgment. Harry, the length they're willing to go to keep your nose clean is remarkable. He stares at you lovingly. You will always have a warm bed in Mr. Clare's household, my friend, and a special place in the future of Martinez. Signatures, I know you plan to force him out with construction noise. Harry. By now, you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say they'll... Goose. You bite. Well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in their quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces. He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They are very large, and you are being a little butt. You're cute, but you're being a butt. So the village is doomed. You were there. You saw the place. A wasteland. There's nothing left but mark my words, officer. He slams his fist on the table, causing some coffee to spill. We are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce. Don't you dare walk on the keyboard. Harry, imagine a youth center, supermarket, church complex. Employing hundreds, no thousands of people, the coast will be lit with enterprise and life, and those ruins out there will be turned into low-income housing. Bye, Goose. I can now scoot in, and you can hear my voice a little louder. I've been distracted by the cat, so we're talking about the rundown places and how they're going to ruin things and how he's going to make an awesome super palace. Got it. Do you really expect me to believe that? Yes, I do. I'm gonna take a break from his voice. I got the center, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church soon. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. I cannot go on. Joyce is right. So Stop something. Can I ask you about specific union members? We're way past specific union members now. This is big time. You can bother Leonard with that. Alright, bother Leonard with people. Looking into your shady brew. I almost sneezed. Okay. I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew. There are so many moving parts of my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. And just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier. Fun. A few questions about the harbor. No more questions about the harbor. Okay. Bye, Mr. Everett. Come on, Harry. You can do it. Or Tequila Sunset. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. The special borscht. So... So Joyce wants me to
hey,
talk
mister. I'm not
to
gonna bother you with a long greeting just like we talked about before.
the different lorry
Although you're
drivers
probably
to
a
get
pretty
information
busy
from
man, being an
them.
important police officer and
Sorry, I
all.
keep leaning
But
away because my
personally,
nose
I
is
think the
super
more
bothering
people
me right
keeping the
now.
peace, the better.
Leo, you seem to know everyone about there. I want to ask you questions. Tell me about the Edgar guy. Mr. Edgar is Edward's brother. He looks a bit younger, he does, but a very smart fellow. Very smart fellow indeed. He's away on some union business, not even a Revachol, they say. Don't interrupt. All kinds of places he visits. Him and his brothers both do when they're on vacation. Right now it's Everett's turn, Mr. Everett's turn, to look after the Union. But last year he spent a whole winter in South Safray. Left with the first autumn rains, he didn't come back from before the trees were green again. Okay, what about Manana? He's a Union man through and through. Good guy, very calm and laid back. Okay, measure head. Oh, he's really something. He doesn't talk to me usually, but when he does, I don't really understand most of what he's saying. Actually, I don't think he would like me running my mouth about him like that. Once he said he's a dragon to this mob fellow who came picking a fight with some Union men. I think he really believed Jean-Luc was a dragon because he ran off. Another time, he almost killed another guy, but I shouldn't talk about that. Yeah, I doubt Measurehead likes you. Titus. Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. The little man rubs... that's what he's just doing. His veins are probably filled with salt water, I tell you. Nice, friendly sort old Titus is. Nice, friendly sort old Titus is. What about Everard? Best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everard would like it very much. You better ask him yourself, mister. What about René? The Night Guard? Oh, he's a peculiar fellow. He's a strong silent type, you could say. We talk all the time, but I don't really know much about him. He plays pétanque with my old human studies teacher, Mr. Martin, down at the plaza. I think he's the only fellow who actually knows old René. They lived on the same street their entire lives, even dated the same girl on and off for as long as I can remember. Strange fellows. But Mr. Martin was always really nice to me in school. I remember once... Hold on, Gaston was your human studies teacher? Mr. Martin, yes. Don't really remember much about him. I was just a boy back then. Cool. Got some rhetoric challenges. I don't remember who Slang is. Got a perception thing, but... I mean, let's bump empathy if we're gonna get Kuno to talk. We could get all decked out in Kuno gear, as we'll call it. I was about to say, there's a real lack of music here. Alright, so we got quite a bit to do at Wild Pines. Something about the right time of day to look through that window, and I don't really remember what that means, but c'est la vie, we will figure it out, I guess. You know what else we need to figure out? I'm just looking up where to get a map. Sure. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy enough. Any more dialogue from you, Manana?
Hola, wandering man.
Nope. I'm gonna go in here first, see if we can get another level up. Kind of doubt it. And then go talk to Kuno. My favorite character. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches, light yellow, faded with time, a tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket, hanging from it a bronze key. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence. Someone's hid a key in the bush. Huh? I need your guys to hand the key to me. Can you let me slide by? I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help around. Sorry, fucko. Looks like we're gonna have to go bush diving. Good old fucking luck with that. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite. I gave this guy the Armin voice. I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you and the bushes out there. The old man stands up, pushes the window, and grabs the key from the hawthorn branch. And slides it across the table. Take the key. Spare key for the workshop. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into it. Come on, man. We're just having some fun. Where's the harm in... I'm tired of listening to your shit. Thank you. Don't thank me. There's silence around this man's words. Unlike Titus, they're afraid of him. That's the type of respect he commands. I wonder what door does this open. It could open the door in the kitchen. Oh, we're going to the door in the kitchen. Do I have to talk to Titus at all? No, I have to talk to Klasia. Well, I got 2 reasons to go to the kitchen. Leo said your friend's Manana. Is that true? The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures and falls silence again. It's a Borscht you're making. Answers a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. Yes. The man looks at you, then at the soup. His face lightens up. He picks up a bottle from the shelf. Barshes, need more vodka? Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union. Of course, vodka. Now that makes it a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. This place is a powder keg. No vodka. Cut it. The look gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off. Seems to wait for you to speak. Did I complete it? Or do I have to do more? I guess I completed it. Okay. Dust rises before you like a mist, a tomb, haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No, smells like engine grease and cut wood, a workshop. Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Gotta investigate. Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them. What do you give me? Confusing behavior. That's fun. Gonna equip the flashlight just in case. Money? It always is. Franco-Nigerian. All these mesmerizing machines just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Run across your fingers. Run your fingers across the dust. It feels like it might jump back to life at any moment, the lights illuminating the white-robed woman. What's White Diora? Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst. Lieutenant Grimace is looking at the machines. But we fire one of these bad boys up. You can't fire them up. They're broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball. Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim. No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Did that bonus anything? It didn't. What about the other one? Franco Nigerian. Want to play that? No. It's red, but it's 72%. I feel like I should be able to pass it. Yay! Kim Pinball Kitsuragi. Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka Kimball? Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him. Hey, you're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi. So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations. Wait, but I still can't remember anything else. Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman. You don't really seem to like pinball. No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to the fantastique, science fiction, and historic romance franchises. It is lame. Then why are you called Pinball? I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago. Before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy. How did you... He puts his glasses back on. Fine, I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, and as you do when you're a juvie cop... Okay. It was not okay. I need to become a pinball champion. A pinball wizard, if you will. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful, and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story. You were a juvie cop for 15 years? That time is over now. I was already a 30-year-old man. I was unbecoming as I was playing pinball. Is that why you don't talk to Kuno? It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents. Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim. Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now we really need to continue our sweep. I decided not to be a butt to him, though it is very easy for me to choose that. The small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The lattice cage is open, inviting you to step inside. Step inside. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads last maintenance, July 88. The 10th of July 88. Look at the elevator controls. Monter, descendre. Call the emergency assistance. Last maintenance 88, that it does. A long time ago. At the end of the last century. And we are about halfway through this century. I wonder what the elevator was used for. It seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it is pretty quaint. Close the doors and go up. I think I know where this leads. I was wrong. Okay. Not much to interact with in here. Box of tools replacement, part lines, shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine. I'm missing something. Pinball machine taken apart and gutted. So this is where they brought faulty pinball machines to fix them up a long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. Lieutenant looks around dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf. Looks like a pinball workshop. Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez No 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over. He taps his foot. A creak. Some dust falls off the shelf. Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door, one of them even works. I've seen one of the Hardys bang away at it. Excuse me. Remember the dice maker? Then that means Whirling Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all that's left over from that. Oh yes. As a novelty dice maker said, this has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure, but it's a nice little connection. Doomed by. Ooh. Wrong one. Close. Look at me, fancy and shit. You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of the dust covering the workshop. I can't read. Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. Let's have a look at them then. The large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. The sole have a left pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways. Back and forth. Between that and that. Odd soled. The size looks about the same. Actually, they're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. Worker boots. No, they're not horizontal. Get and conclude. Someone's been here within the last 2 weeks. 3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week, too. You know, officer. This is so good. It makes me forget the whole Kimball memory. Thanks, empathy. Exploring the whirly secret passages. Okay, so what does it mean? It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route behind Classia's room in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant. Tiny hole in the wall you see in the bedroom. I think we found where the murder happened, maybe. Oh no, because the murder happened through this window, so never mind. You can almost see the shape of... Oh, it's this guy. You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere. I think I can see Classia's room. You can barely see through. Better not jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious. What were those people doing in there? You lean closer to the people instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnaturally there, sensationally unnational. Thanks, Lexia. You are so helpful. So we know it's on the other side of the store. Unbar the door. Look at that. We're just running through tasks right now. This is nice. Hi, Claudia.
It's always good to see you.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened. I understand. Just like that, no resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight. You don't look surprised. You're expecting this. I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time. This is good. Clear the air between you. Then move on to the questions. Is it something is off here? Shush. I can hear what she's saying. I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying hard not to break. My mind goes crazy every time I talk to this girl. If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time? Because of the Hardys, I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into. Is she implying that the Hardy Boys are the law? It's not a good enough reason. You're right, there's more. More. You answer to the coalition government and by extension the Morlaturn. Briefly glancing over his shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. The grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and the horizon, wine dark in the evening. What lies beyond it? The Pale, the Mundi Isula, the Occident, and then Orange, the old world. Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. What's going on? What do you do? Just business, but bad business. For some people in the Molitorn, if I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will... What happens if they do? They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the Molitorn mill. The game froze. There we go. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing, this murder didn't have anything to do with me. When was the window changed? Last week, Angus and Titus's brother. I think he's called Tibbs. Oh, Angus is Titus's brother. Took care of it. You should have another look at the window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. In her bedroom inside? Yes, you could see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. What happened here the night he died? Go away. We were there, together in bed, I mean. Tell me exactly what happened. Okay, he was in the kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it. I knew he was dead, before he fell down on top of me. Then what happened? He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots. I bit the pillow not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me, I thought there would be one. It never came. She's forgotten about a cigarette. Your cigarette, miss. Oh. Sorry this happened to you. So am I. So what time is it? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible. 11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight. It's weird that she says it that way, and not 2300 to 15 after. That's okay. Were you inebriated? Not as much as I usually. He'd done a line plus other things. I was drinking. Wait, Titus said she was gurning her jaw much more than usual. Titus said, ah. Alright, whatever. No. Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this? No. What did you do then? Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back into the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of the room. Into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew where the people would be. It's not nice, but it's not illegal, here in Revachol or even in Ornai. What exactly did you do? Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company, the kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting. I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you. The job was Luzduin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Luxcab conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was a printer company. You wouldn't know them. And as to who hired me, I don't know, but they're after me too, along with Luxcab and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive. Papa Lolo! Yeah, Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. You're right, this is bad. That's a lot of shit you got so too. I'm sure there are people. That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into. It is. Many people lost their job, not just C-suite ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. It's more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. What happened? Did you hear a gunshot? What happened after you ran downstairs? Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the union box was full. Rudy was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Rudy knew something was wrong. Ruby. Not Rudy, Ruby. Before I continue, who's Ruby? Ruby, you know, the leader. The leader of what? The Hardy Boys. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen. Like, things they need taken care of. She's organizer. This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great powers. She trusts herself, so do the others. Okay, let's go on. What then? Well, Ruby said, let's talk downstairs. I showed herself the room. I know the people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I've told. Okay. Yes. Then what did he do? Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Laylee in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on, his armor too. It was tough, but I'd seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe a half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. Miss Ruby, where is she now? I don't know. I haven't seen her since. Okay. Why did you call the cops if you were in hiding? Because I'm an idiot. I don't think so. Why did you do it? You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting, and then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. Oh, Kuno. Her jaws clenched, her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob once, just one time. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. She shakes herself. She shakes her head. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Revachol. What happened? Did you hear a gunshot? When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding. Could the people after you have killed him? That's the first thing that went through my head, and then when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They'd kill him to punish me. All last week I tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. Either way, something to consider. We can't go after Luke's lab, not yet. There are other saner leads. Okay, we're done here. He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping. She lied to you and she's a flight risk. No, that won't be necessary. You won't leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this place. Police brutality. What? In God's name, wake up. As you look back, you think, so love did do him in after all. I have two thoughts here. What was this? We were getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinion somewhere in Martinez. This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it? It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's a hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become the citizen of kingdom consciousness. Sure. I'm not going to do it, but sure. Okay. This one was all drama, which I remember was you, and then you. There's something else that gave me drama, I'm sure. I wish you gave me drama. No, that's -1 to drama.
I was just thinking what a nice evening it is.
Oh, come on.
Murder.
I had 83%. Just a proposition. Could the lurid explicitness conceal something less sensational but more illegal? Got nothing, you're right. Still let me imply she lied. Alright, back to my regular cop uniform. I can't remember what shirt I was wearing. Let's go with this one. I'd like to talk to Kim.
Yes?
Alright, let's look at the bullet place. I might switch games. I'm pretty low energy, having a hard time keeping up with all this reading. I have something that can boost this. Since apparently visual calculus is not my strong point at the moment. That's good enough. The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, on the single bed. What position are they in? Like the witness said, the man is kneeling and the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th, and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. From the roof outside, location A, prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inward like a corona behind the woman's back. Inspect the ghostly figures. The man does not know the blood has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than realization. Point near the roof. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is a composite location A prime, most likely of the origins point. Shouldn't there be gun residue outside? There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. There was more than a week ago. This was more than a week ago. So I'm what? 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from? 72%. With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or a sports pistol. This is a good shot distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on here too. Lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective. None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. That's a 28% yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? Extrapolate to include the radius. We'd need a map for that. A map Martinez. I know where I could get one. Okay. Do we go for this? I don't want anything that's going to take away from... God, some of these research times are long. Let's go rigorous self-critique. You get 2 bonus points? Endurance. I didn't get 2 bonus points. Never mind. So once I get the gun, that's when I'm gonna call it a quits. And either switch games or I don't know. Rest. There's something going on with my chair. It's kind of annoying. Excuse me. I feel like that elevator has a chance of killing me. I guess not.
Again, I can't believe this shit.
Okay. Don't really care. How far am I from the next one? I'm at the very beginning. Do I need to talk to Titus before I go? I do. Beer me, Glenny!
It's you again. What is it?
Alright, where's Ruby? Why? I'm gonna level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to the alias killer. Sounds like you're making her a suspect. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not throwing her under the Montlaterne. There's words there. We're not gonna throw her under your Montlaterne steamroller. Fuck that shit. And fuck you too! Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys. That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now? It's not impossible. Sweet. Why are you sure Ruby didn't off him? Because she was here all night with us. He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101. She was here all night, 11:30 to 12:25. She was here during all that time. Yeah, drinking with us. She didn't go out for fresh air for a smoke? No, in the whole 45-minute window. Alright, she took a fucking leak, okay? For 1 moment. Maybe went out too. She has a complex operation to run from her lorry. She's a busy girl, always has been. Complex operation is probably something illegal. Just because she's gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot the merc. I've been through this. It's not plausible. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. How? Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop. People say there was a pinball arcade there sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo? Wow. East Delta Pinball Arcade. Okay, but the elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down. From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down all in under 7 minutes. It's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys. I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up. It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of... Shush now. You got something else to back this route up, or is that it? We firmly established Ruby could have gone to the roof. Murder weapon, get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a gun in the shape of a gun. Show him the antique rifle. I forgot I had that. That looks antique. A Bell McGrave. It's inoperable. Where do you get it? There's a cellar under the bookshop. 20, maybe 30 rifles tied. It's also broken, but still. There were too many, and there must be other caches too. God damn it, we need to close that dump down for good. Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there? A small shot came from beyond the roof. Guys, this is rev shell anyone can get. How the hell are we supposed to do with that? That's the only sentence that it did. Okay. Local pawn shop. You lost your gun? What an idiot! Tell me, did you lose it before the murder? No. Put that back. Of course not. This is Revachol. Anyone can get a gun. Okay, let's move on. I don't know, cop. You didn't find your lost gun first. Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour. Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this? It's not why she did it. It's why did she organize a cover-up. And am I supposed to have a theory on that? She could have been covering up for herself, Titus. Think about it. Why go through all the effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging, you went along with it, but she suggested it. Let's pick on Eugene. Eugene, let's assume you killed him. He scoffs. Think. You kill him, get up, shoot him, get down. Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder? The man is silent. If she used this as a cover of her own shit, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss. Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why? Wait, are you Glenn? I thought Angus was Glenn's brother. I think Angus is Glenn's brother. Why aren't you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus. Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit. Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely, and she skipped town. This is good. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus? There's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought you were taking this seriously, cop, you put your head in your ass. Man, he's just throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks. Okay, we've ruled out infighting. That's how this works. I didn't say Google. I said infight. Nope. I didn't talk to you. We've ruled out infighting. That's how this works, by exclusion. Remember, all you need to do is rule Ruby out, too. That's all this is. Let's move on. Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her. Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod, a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. I'm just shining my flashlight in his face. Like, full-on interrogation mode. This is the only opinion he cares for. Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is, add it to your list of suspicions if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just up and left. Got real scared. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why? Why? She's afraid I'd tell you. Maybe she was right. By now I probably would. She knew there was evidence on her. And she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory. Do you have any clues where she went? She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot. Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her. Yeah, Al. And we won't either. She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she? She's not, Glenn. Have you looked for her? A little, on the coast. Where have you looked for her, more precisely? More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking? Sure, there are some shithouses there in a cinder block town. The fisher folk there are refusing to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. Here they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up. We'll start there. I ain't nothing to do it but to do it. Shake it. Ooh, that's cool. Little shadows. I like that. Alright, we still have time to kill. Let's do our number one goal, and that was to get Kuno to like us. Because everyone knows he is the most important person in this game. This is a big bet. Do I still need to look at this? Alright, I guess I just had that one little thing to say. Hi, you charming young man. We're gonna do this again.
Kunos like Kunos, Dad. Kuno
Okay.
doesn't give a.
I don't. Your voice is so grating. Empathy. Nope. Nope. I don't have a lot. Hey. Hey, Kuno.
Kunos like Kunos, Dad.
30%.
Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Alright. Alright. You're cool. I appreciate your assistance in this matter. I need to get a map. But I don't know if the bookstore is open. Oh, the little girl's out front, so maybe it is. Hopefully I don't have to pay. Hopefully I can just be like, it's official police business. No, I wasn't pushing the right buttons. Map wall, map wall. Let's just buy it. Oh, this helps me out so much. Can't do that yet. I know where the mirror's at. Let's go talk to Si Lang and see what's going on down there. I mean, if anything, I just need to waste time so I can get my gun. Hopefully I don't die doing it. There we go. Box of sunglasses was another one. I think this is a box of sunglasses.
The shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
Okay.
The 100.
Conceptualization. I think I have quite a bit that helps me out with that. Do, 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 do. Okay.
The shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
All right.
100% guaranteed.
Can't take the visor just yet. I think yours is rhetoric, right?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
This is story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world, trying to get some lucky dice rolls just so that he can move on. What's up, buddy? I got a little bit more rhetoric for you. No, you.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
There we go. Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force? Oh, okay. Why, officer? Think of it as an investment. An investment? What kind of investment? The guy told me I need money to live. Bold move. Let's see if it pays off. Officer, I don't even want happiness or unhappiness. I just don't want to die. Feels great. Okay, officer. 5 real. I'm not gonna jip him. Or not jip him. Scam him. Okay, 1 million. Okay, fine, 10. Maybe we can talk to Joyce? Do we have the information we need for Joyce? I feel like I missed out on a lot of those just from timing. Let's just go down. Go down to the coast. I haven't spent very much time around there, so that wouldn't hurt. Jamrock Shuffle. Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath. In the supine position. Great news. I found somewhere new to sleep. Huh? It's pretty much the perfect case for under the boat. I'd be dry, waterproof, and free of charge. Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment. Okay, just because you're not creative doesn't mean I can't be. Lights are on. Didn't I get into this building last time? Guess not. Is this a waiting bench? Can I wait here? Guess we can't. I kind of feel like having Kitsuragi with me is going to be a good idea because backup. Duh. Ooh. I don't think I've gotten new shoes this whole entire time. Perception. My perception's always already very good. So I think I'm okay. Who are you?
I'll just keep the cordially in the channel if that's okay. I'm ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course, jetty. I prefer a good jetty to appear any day. Jetty. Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now. So I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell. How do I like it?
Water drips down the eaves of Eternite. Eternite, the jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the
It's
background.
pornographically poor, the street has no name, all the men are dead or missing, and is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
I don't know
I'm
what you're talking
surprised
about.
That woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
The working class have no idea what's happening to them. That they don't. Have I told you how they discovered this place? This fishing village? No, the Insulating Isla. Exactly? Guessing you don't know then. No, you haven't told me how they found it. I know I need to waste more time, but I also need a place to sleep. Get back to running. We're doing the Jamrock Shuffle. Can you give me a room?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
A primer for small children. What does that do? Exactly what I need. This book will show you the score. Get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The anthropomorphic bear will give you the lowdown of your life. On what? The alphabet. Sweet. Let's do this. A is for azimuth, B is for Boreas, C is for cosine, D is for Diamat, E is for ellipse, F is for phlogiston, and G is for gamut. H is for homeboy, I is for icon, J is for Jura, K is for collapse, L is for Lamadan, so on and so forth. Nod stoically. Quasar, zenith, vector, all that sort of stuff. That's it, you know the alphabet now. Kim, I know the alphabet now. Good, I also know the alphabet. Riveting. I'm not... I know it may seem like I'm being very down the game right now, but to be honest, I actually am enjoying it. Just a little low energy, or at least lower energy than I thought it would be today. And with that comes a little bit less patience, but it's okay. Feld Electrical. More money. Power box. Can I climb this ladder? No. So we're about a half hour away from being able to meet the lady. We can call random numbers. That should give us a half hour of time to spend. Stop calling me, man. I want this delivered to the Whirling Greg Spartanace. Tethys. Hey, you're not Tethys. Screw you. Who are you supposed to meet at 10 p.m.? So spoilers, if you want to know. I've lost my gun, and the guy at the pawn shop sold it to some old lady who's calling herself the Pigs. And apparently she's quite the character and has been kind of maybe threatening people with it. And so yeah, I need to go meet her to get my gun back. The thing is, the only way to make time go forward is by talking with people or interacting with things. So... yeah, I'm trying to find something that will also progress the story or at least give me experience points while I do it. But are you full? No, you're just glass. I think I'm going to go back to the whirling in rags just so I can pay off my rent because I can't find the room that's free, and Kim won't let me sleep under a boat. There's my car. Also, welcome to the channel, Bum Chum, sorry. How are you doing today? Finished the game, so I'm good spoiler. Alright, cool. Yeah, I've watched a Let's Play of this a long time ago, and I bought it shortly after. And for some reason, just felt like playing it recently, so... I kind of know what happens, it's just this area of the game gets foggy for me. Plus, it's different depending on what stats you have. Okay. You...
The smallest church in Sansea, right?
I fucking rocked that shit. It was alright. Subdued. I might start letting people up here again. Now, what can I do for you? About my bill for tonight? Got it, 20 real. Yep. Because I can't seem to find the free place just yet. I got something. I didn't get anything. Okay. Let's talk to the cryptozoologist's wife.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Goodness, how is he? Did he say why he hasn't returned yet? He's fine, ma'am, as we had suspected. He couldn't get back earlier because the water lock on the canal was broken. The police officers are gone. They must have gone to bed. This one's new. Something down there. Smell of mushed potato cellar. Okay. Yes, I heard the outcomes vary a lot depending on your choices. I want to replay it, but the English is a bit too advanced. I'll wait for the French translation coming in March, I think. No, I completely understand that, and English is my first language, and there's still words that that trip me up. Are you mainly a French speaker? Sorry if that comes off kind of rough, but I'm exhausted today, so I apologize. Yes, I am. Well, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you found it. Okay. What was I going to do? Oh, the church. That's this way. That's something I know I need to break into, or get into rather. That's over this way. Maybe those kids are in there? I think it's the kids that are in there. Yeah. Okay, maybe not. Oop, wrong one. We can definitely talk to the cryptozoologist and his buddy, and that'll give us that last 26 minutes we're looking for. What's this? Hey! Its light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deeper than the earth. What's in there? Maybe it's just a storm drain? Yell ho. There's no echo and no answer. Any idea, Kim? No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings right around here. Think we might find Rudy down there? Ruby? I keep her down. Especially the African guy. Couldn't understand anything about his damn race theory. From what I understand, I think what he's saying is that his race, and then there's one other race who I don't know if you ever run into or not, is the superior dragon race or whatever, while everyone else is the ham sandwich race, which is just a strange way to put it, to put a racist term like that, but yeah, he is the superior guy. To be honest, though, I kind of lost track after a while too. I gained the thought process, but I haven't internalized it yet. In conclusion, she could be under any building, but not in there. Okay, I'm getting a skill point from that. Let's check the map. A lot of these I can't do anymore, just for going through the story. I want rhetoric because I want to know what's behind. What's in that container and why I have to speak to it in order to get it. Alright, well that gave me 3 minutes. Huzzah. Actually, instead of talking to the cryptozoologist... Okay, I don't know what's going on, game. There we go. Let's talk to you, the crypto-fascist.
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer? Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Sheesh. Lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man, that sounds awful familiar. Something to keep in mind for later.
I'm
No
just waiting for my
reaction
friend
speed,
Noel
it's
to
not.
finish up with his insect traps, so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Sadly, I think I might be a drunk or a degenerate. Maybe even both.
Dark times will do that to good men.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is. Is this your mug? Mug? Why would you think that? You said yellow man. That's not something people go around saying. Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone. I doubt he was part of it. We're looking for someone named Ruby, who's clearly a girl, and that is not you. Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I'm very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you? Nah, Gary, I just want information. Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition. What did you do, Gary? Nothing, just answering some questions, helping out the law. How did you get into the trash container? I know a guy. Okay. Why would you need to get into everyone's trash? So I can use the Whirling in Rags trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal expensive as hell. The damn Hymeans run it like the mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself. Disgraced. Gary, did you put the clothes of the murder victim in the trash container? Officer, please let me explain. It's not like that. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from... Oh, so he's the guy that Everett's trying to scare. I wonder why. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked, all the clothes lying around the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know. Okay, then what happened? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too. Right, it was just your civic duty. Exactly. That's what it was, civic duty. As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks like a clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across hardwood floor. You've heard the sound before. What was that strange sound? What sound? That clinking sound I just heard when you moved. Really? That... He's wearing the armor. There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insect trash could be the wind shifting. Okay, don't know what that was. Oh, it's just my power strip. That's fine. As far as I'm aware, everything's still plugged in and working. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby. You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you? Armor? No. I mean, yes, of course. I know he's wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it. An infant could see he's not telling the truth. What does this need? Composure. I don't think I have anything that does composure. Are you surprised to see my colleague, Kitsuragi? Not many zeolites. Lieutenant is a native of Rochelle. Oh yes, of course he is. Let's change the subject, okay? Okay, so... Composure, huh? I don't think I have anything that gives me composure, to be completely honest. God, I wish the the silk robe gave it to me. Yeah, I just hadn't had anything, any use to give me composure. Okay. It's fine. We'll figure out how to get that from him eventually. Oh, keep doing that. What about Gary? Or not Gary, who wouldn't have better composure with a kimono on? I mean, I was able to sing karaoke in front of a whole bar hungover with the kimono on, so I don't see why it doesn't. Looking for a suspect, woman with red hair. I'm afraid not, officer. It's been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. Okay. Have you noticed anything off about your friend Gary? Huh? No, of course not. Why? Are you sure? He's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip, okay? He just wants to get home and warm up. I've just always liked animals and puzzles, so you're living your childhood dream out here. His eyes narrow. It's not child's play, just because I have a traipse through the mud every so often. Why not just, have you ever discovered a cryptid? No, very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even the name, cryptid. So how many cryptids have been found? Of the list of cryptids kept by the oh, it's not zoological. Zoolocal Society of Chimney, which is 4,082 items long, and about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoax. Damn. They are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection. Okay, only 2 have been proven to be real. Yes. The Chautauquan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander of Yugograd, who is honestly quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so even than the public. Most cryptids are a hoax or they have never found. It does not mean we should stop searching. It's not even 1%. In fact, it's 0.05%, even more magnificent. Should our research contribute to making the number 0.075? Thanks for explaining that. Tell me about this phasmid. Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it. What makes it difficult? It's invisible. Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. An awful lot of reeds around here, aren't there? And I suspect it may also develop other specialized techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our case. Come on, we just have 1 minute to go. How big is this phasmid? I'm expecting to be quite giant. Why are you expecting to be giant if it's going to be the size of, or disguise itself as reeds? I guess if it's a bug, that's pretty decent-sized bug, but still. I'm expected to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm, so... seems puny, to be honest. There we go. We discovered so far. Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand account. So no one's ever found one. Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid. Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real? I know it's real. It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than pure pursuit of scientific advancement. I have to resist that thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis? Oh, my encyclopedia brain failed me. Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce, make it easier for species to survive in adverse conditions. These guys are the QAnons of the Disco Elysium. That's pretty good. They're looking for something, that's for sure. This arouses no special feelings in me. I gotta get going. I gotta go talk to the pigs about my gun. Luckily, I have hours to figure it out, and time freezes when I'm moving, which is quite the special ability. Fish folk in the village, the leader knows something. Confront the pigs. On the boardwalk. You must meet her near the old fish market at 2200. Oh boy.
Put your hands where I can see them.
The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands right now!
Fuck. Scavenged battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Easy, ma'am. Take it easy.
To comply. Suspect is displaying aggression.
He's gonna shoot me.
Officer under duress! Officer under duress! I am the police! Don't move! Don't move! Hands on your head! Suspect is armed and dangerous!
I'm not moving.
Suspect is on the loose! Suspect at large! Officer administers street justice at her own peril! That one extra lick with a baton or extra knee strike above what was actually required! Suspect is under control! Suspect is under control!
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
I don't know what will or won't set her off. Okay, so we need hand-eye coordination. We can't leave. Fuck. Okay. We can solve this peacefully. Please identify yourself, ma'am. Goddamn police. Got it. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon. Officers in need of assistance. Suspect at large, get on the ground. If I say that's it, you're under arrest, I think that's gonna set her off. Kim has got line of sight, but I don't need to shoot her. Hey, thank you for the donation. I definitely appreciate that. That is mighty kind of you. I definitely appreciate it. Ma'am, please. Huh. I'd say you're under arrest. Let's just talk, alright? Disturbance reported, authorized deadly force. Ah, crap. Sector, take the shot. Big red key, big red key. Big red key, the code for a battering ram. Cop talk, you know this. Are you on drugs? Confiscated contraband, restricted access, 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromise. This isn't going well. You are the police. You're not the police, we are the police. Backup? Backup, backup, status confirmed. Baby, you know I am, everybody knows. Yeah, let's go with our rank in precinct. No, no, no. I thought Mr. Moran, Gareth, aggravated assault. Man down, officer in pursuit. What's the situation? Officer? Law enforcement compromise, impersonating a police officer. Does she not believe you two are actually police? Wait, what if she's right and I actually am an imposter? Show her the badge. License and registration. Oh, come on. 30%, let's see what happens. Fuck. She's frantic, confused, teetering under all that gear. There's an opening if you just move fast enough. Host almighty, don't count on that. You saw the binocular, can't shoot her for shit. I can't leave. Kim already said that I can't. Gun, I'm coming. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh my god. Thank you, Half-Light. God, I almost blew her head off. Oh, it's not loaded. What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. I am so glad I didn't decide to shoot her. Police guns have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this? Grab the gun. Yeah, pick up the gun. No one ever cares anymore. Why would they cheat me like this? This limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is grinding to a halt. Tired of walking talking about in the desert, it doesn't want to feel or think anymore. Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now. Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me. What do you think is happening to her? I'm very sorry this is how life turned out. Maybe not gently touch her shoulder? Let's talk to her a little bit. She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they're like this. But why else would she be like this in the first place? Drugs, maybe. Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia in Channel 8 and loneliness. Neurodegenerative... I said the word once before. Neurodegenerative disease. Could be. Let's try and be nice. Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there. Should we just arrest her? I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. Yeah, let's let Titus know. There's no reason for the actual cops to get involved. Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling, but we have to hurry because it's late and they might have gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. Please leave the radio on. She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and flashers. Maybe if you search her once more? There were narcotics in there too. You thinking of taking them? Do. No, let's just pick up the RCM cap. Is this yours? Probably. You know me. Can put on a full outfit now. I'm sure no one's going to want to talk to me when I actually look like a cop. Alright, well that was terrifying and definitely woke me up a little bit. Money? Bottles. I'll take bottles. So glad. Okay, but so here's the scary thing to think about. In my drunken stupor, did I shoot off bullets into somewhere, hopefully better than something, or did I unload the gun? Because I did find a bullet somewhere, I'm pretty sure. I thought I did. I hope I didn't sell it. Huh. Alright. At this point, I'm gonna... Ooh. Is that new? No, that's my footprints. Okay. Your hat looks like those old Japanese women oversized visors. Doesn't exactly exude authority. It really doesn't. I mean, it kind of looks like a military cap if it was like from the 17 or 1800s, but no, it doesn't look great, that's for sure. Okay, let's talk to Hardy. I didn't get my my goal out of the way of getting Kuno to talk to me, but that's fine. Less times talking to Kuno, the better.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
There's an old Kantuk lady in the fish market and the other side of the bay. She needs help. What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now? You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Help troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction. Yeah, we'll send someone out. Who is... Wait, it's the pigs, isn't it? Yep. God, poor lady. Don't worry, we'll handle this. I think she's got some family in Quran or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints. Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something? Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. I think I need to interact with the map. Anyways. She have something of yours, pig? She had my gun. You absolute fool. You're fucking with me. Your gun? She had your fucking gun? Okay. Papa, fill that right back up. Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs. I love you too, guys. Alright, we're gonna leave this for now. Okay. With that, thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, hit that follow button and all that stuff so you get notifications of when I'm gonna play next. Like I said last stream, I'm free for my day job this whole week, so you'll see more frequent streams than my my usual time. Other than that, Bum Chum, thank you so much for the support. I definitely appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna go get some food and probably relax a little bit. But thank you again. I definitely appreciate it.